Hello everyone, and welcome back to another speeddraw. I'm your host, Dear Darling Honeyboy, and today I've decided to draw two hot men, surprise, from a language puzzle game / romance with horror men game called Homicipher that I played over on my Twitch. So let's get into it. So this game was recommended to me by a patron member and Twitch viewer Celestial Saturn. And I enjoy language puzzle games. I think one of my favorite games ever is Chance of Sonar. And I didn't really like straight off the bat know. I knew that like, oh, it's a game where you try to figure out what people are saying, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I checked out the Steam page, and it's romance with horror men, and you don't understand what they're saying. And I found that super funny. So of course I was like, I need to play this immediately. And it is as funny as it sounds. And naturally, I have to draw the horror husbands, as they have been so affectionately nicknamed. But all of these horror men has like, it's like, you know, little gimmicks, little fun stuff they do. So the first guy, which is the one I'm drawing here first, is Mr. Crawling, and essentially he just crawls after you the entire game. He's like not a side character, but he's supporting. He's supporting husband. But he kind of guides you around and stuff. Mainly this guy. You can spoiler, but you can have an ending called like Happy in Love or something, or Happy Love Life, when you bring him back to the real world for some reason. But yeah, his gimmick is that he crawls. He's a little creepy crawling guy. There's also like just a severed head called Mr. Chopped. There's a dude with a machete called Mr. Machete. Just like simple, straight to the point. There's a little freak crawling around in the vents called Mr. Gap. Just all very interesting characters. It makes for some funny moments when you try to figure out what they're saying. So you just put in placeholder words, resulting in things like "I love to verb." Okay, so that's a verb of some kind. Verb. I do love to, in parentheses, verb. I love to verb. Or, welcome to my room home. My position home door. My position home door. I love my position home door. It's my favorite thing. My position home door. Is it room? No. Is it home? Is it home? Room or home? My room home door. I love my room home door. Or things like that. Happy? No, not happy. Thankful? When you get your shoe. My face when shoe back. My face when shoe. Is it that they left? My face when shoe back. Room home off. Dark. It is not off, it's dark. Dark? Shut up, dark. Shut up, dark. Is this stop? Shut up. Help your object? Oh, is that body? Body? Help. Let me help your object. She will help your object. Descriptor candle. Candle wet clothes me. You can watch the playthrough on my VOD channel, Dear Darling Honeyboy Games. as you've seen, this guy starting to appear. We're just taking off all the boxes when it comes to me art. I just decided to do my thing. I draw hot men. I used my lovely 30-30-40 and like my normal smooth ink brush. Just drew rendered hands. Dramatic perspective. It's a run of the mill me thing, but I think it turned out really great, both of them. I tried to not be like I always try to become less of a perfectionist and stuff. Didn't really work, but I sure tried. All of these characters have like a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them has like this thing with their eyes being covered. I feel like it's a common thing, like there's an appeal to that, but I don't know the psychology of it. I really wanted to find that out so I could blab about it, but no fun facts for you. I'm asking for the fun facts. Give me answers. But yeah, you'll see both of these guys are just like long hair, no eyes, which is I feel like it's a trope. I don't know why. I don't know where from. I do enjoy it. I find it appealing. I guess people do, since it's a trope. Some things are tropes for a reason. When I was posing this guy as well, I was like, I knew I wanted to have that perspective because it's all I do. And like, since he doesn't have like Mr. Calling, he's very modestly dressed. And you hardly see any of his face. So it's like, where can I find the appeal in this? Except like, because his personality is one thing during the game, and like you can see it through that. But like, how do I me it up? How do I make this guy extra? How do I make this guy more? Where can I make this attractive? And all I could figure out was like arms and hands. So I just rendered hands, and I love rendering hands, as you might have seen. But I feel like making this weird hand pose, I just feel like it worked. He got like he doesn't have that like as much of a silly. I don't know if it's silly or ominous or both. It doesn't have. I gave him more of a smirk than that. Accidentally, I did it. You know, it does give a vibe. I also feel like the hand with the pose. Whoa, not the hand that is closest to us. Gave like a bit of like he's explaining something to you vibes, which he does. He tries to teach you language. He also has some marking over his eyes. I don't know what it is, but you know, I added it. At first I thought of having like a grayish accurate to the game background, but somehow I stumbled upon. I think I wanted to have some like blood on the floor or something. But then I like stumbled into having the red as the background, and I feel like it turned out very good. It makes him pop since he's very cold colored. This piece took me 7.5 hours. It's standard time for me, but on the lower end. The highest is like 13.5, 14, and the lowest is 7.5. So I feel like you know, I'm proud of myself for doing it in such a short time. You know, I'm still working on it for sure. In the end, I'm very happy with the piece. I think it looks very nice. I spent time rendering those hands. I had fun rendering the hands. They turned out good. I especially enjoy the hand that is further away. I think it looks pretty cool. Also, like I feel like I managed to do the weight of the hair and like the texture of the shirt in a way that I enjoy. I feel like I didn't make him as like silly maybe as I feel like he is in the game, but you know, you can hot up the attitude a bit too. Right? This is an old style speedrun where I did 2 characters. So this is the other guy. I think his name is supposed to be Mr. Silver, but it says like Mr. Silver, I think. Or it does say Mr. Silver. So that's just what I call him. I think he's my favorite. He has this friendly attitude, like a kind of thing, and then you walk into a room, like a side room of the room he meets you in, and it's just like his torture chamber. You're like, hello. He says, welcome to my home room. You're like, okay. Why is there hooks in the ceiling? What's going on? At some point later in the game, you walk back into that room and it's just like a pile of viscera on the table. Oh, uh-huh. Who, huh? Silver? What? Me? Something this. What did you do? And since I haven't really finished the game, I don't have like complete. I don't really know all the words, but in how I currently, as a recording, have it translated as, I think it's wrong, but he says just like, I found this, which is not. I don't think it's accurate, but it's quite funny. The pile of viscera. I found this. Again, with the like long-haired, covered eyes. I gave him this inviting yes gesture. Not at all close to anything I've done before, you know. Am I rendering hands again? But yeah, it's I think I've drawn more or less these exact poses before on the channel, but you know, change the winning concept, right? But yeah, you saw in the beginning when I was testing out poses, I was half and half trying out poses that was like the inviting, greeting. 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 Inviting, like, more of this, not gentleman-y. I have a very hard time describing his vibe. But, like, a calm, collected, but, like, suspicious guy. Or, like, a pose with an axe, because in, there's like a longer, I don't know if it's 2 or more, like storylines that branches off. They're like longer endings, and one is for him. Then we get to see him with an axe, and I liked the sketches for the axe, especially like the final option I had for it, but it doesn't really reflect how he is in the like majority of the game. So I went for this, and I feel like it reflected it a lot. And again, it's like I'm rendering tits. I'm making someone bare chested too. That's pretty me. I would say. I'd say. I do enjoy his little ears. Get no explanation for that in game. We don't get an explanation for anything. That's the point. But it's just like a fun little detail. I didn't think of the logistics of the bandaged eyes. I just didn't, so I just kind of put it on there somehow, and then I realized like, oh, there's logic to this when I looked closer at the references I used. but it was very late in the process. I figured that out. Process-wise, just the same. It's just the same. It's just the same as I did with the Mr. Crawling one, and I think the last ones I've made in general. I've just abandoned line art slightly for some reason. For the background, I decided to I add hooks, the hooks that is in his room home in the game, but I ended up just like making them more shadows of the hooks because I was stressed about getting this video out because I haven't posted in a month. He has some like blood or markings on his chest, and the eye bandages are bloody. I downloaded a bunch of like blood brushes quite a while ago. So I had some like one that was like a texture fade, and one that was hatching like, and one that was more like the bubbly dried blood stuff. So I just played around with it, see what worked. I didn't record the entire process because I had like a 20 minute like little time window, maybe less, maybe like 15, where I was like, I can draw if I want this to be done, but I didn't feel like I had the time to like put up OBS or anything. So I just like tried to slap some stuff out. So I added like a gradient for the background. I did the rest of the blood rendering on the blindfold, on the bandages. The bandages just like went in with a little darker color. Used the 30-30-40, smudge it out. Cleaned up the hook silhouettes and so on. And even later after that, I took away some like harsher dark lines. But yeah, in the end, I'm very happy with this piece too. Obviously, or not obviously, but I really am. Especially like the tattered clothing. I avoided doing that, I think, on Mr. Crawling's clothes to some extent, just because I felt like it would be hard to do on the sleeves. But here, the tatters became like really good, I feel. The face communicates the vibe I was going for, and it made for like kind of more gentle features than I tend to go for, I think. I did this one in like 3-ish sittings, and I did like the little off-camera futzing, but mainly 3 sittings, so it didn't feel like too long. But it took me 8 hours, so yeah. Lower end, still long. And with that, we're done. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really hope you enjoyed watching me draw these hot horror men. If you did, please feel free to throw me a subscribe, maybe a like. It really helps me out in this fun little venture I'm doing, and it's always very appreciated. If you have a video idea, you can comment it, and I might just take some inspiration. Don't forget to check out Homicipher on Steam. It will be linked. Support the devs. It's very fun. If you want more of me, I stream on Twitch, obviously, at Dear Darling Honeyboy. I stream very regularly, but always on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central European Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have a VOD channel where I post the VODs, so that's where you can catch all the many hours I've played Homicipher. But also, you know, when I play other games, and I also post some shorts on there when I say stupid stuff on stream, which happens very often. Television? I don't think you can turn it on without a plug. Don't say it. I have a Discord that is open to the public, so you can join for free as a community member and hang out with me and the patrons and the Twitch mod. You can also get reliable notifications when I post videos and shorts and when I decide to last minute stream. So please come and join us. I also have a Tumblr where I post more casual art, where I post my silly little characters that I draw. It's also Dear Darling Honeyboy. Most of my things are just at Dear Darling Honeyboy. I have a Patreon where you can get all manner of fun rewards. Like, you can get all the drawings from my videos as high-res PNGs. So, if you want these hot horror men on your wall, you can. You can also get a cool role in the Discord, get access to my comics, both a gay vampire one and a cyberpunk red OC one. And if you're the highest tier, I will draw a dual commission every month. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? And with that said, thank you to my darling patrons, Erik Mellestal and Celestial Saturn, and my honey patron, Skelligay. And until next time, cheers. Kind of. Failing. There's a loud dog. I don't know if you can hear it. How long will this dog make noises? I'm waiting. Alright. What? Oh yeah, before that. Should I move on? I think so. And then... and with that said, thank you. Whoa. I have a... and I... all manner of funny. Oh no. You can also get your name at the end of all streams and videos. Oh... yeah, whatever. They'll figure that out for themselves. I have a Patreon where you can get all the videos from my drawings. I always love to see ideas, and serve my fans. Serve.